And we are live. Welcome to Odd Shopper Live, everybody. Monday, September 23rd. How are we almost done September already? How is this year almost over? How is everything moving as quickly as it does? I don't know. I almost moved my laptop with my elbow there straight to the ground. That wouldn't have been so much fun. So sometimes, guys, by the way, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm Josh Engleman. Follow me on Twitter. Sometimes we have days where the sports gods give us a day off. We kind of have one of those today. Now, we do have two NFL games tonight. Dos Monday Night Footballs. And we're going to have that for the next couple Mondays. There's only 4 baseball games. So we are going to be pretty thin with recommended plays on a day like today. Honestly, for the next 3 weeks or so, it's going to be pretty bleak. But then the NBA is going to show up, and I am going to be... this is just going to get insane, because we're going to be crushing the NBA in a couple weeks. That'll be a full-day affair. So, Obi... glad to have you. Kickstart, glad to have you. I love money. We don't have a ton. Like, I've got the portfolio EV tool pulled up on oddshopper.com right now. We have 5 plays north of 1 odd shopper rating. James Cook on Fanatics is actually a 5, if you guys can move fast enough to get that. But we're not exactly drowning in value here. And then, if we want to go from the pick'em side, we don't have a single recommended play on PrizePicks, Underdog, Betr, Sleeper, Dabble, DraftKings Pick 6. Not a single one north of 1% EV. So we're going to take a lap quickly through all of the portfolio EV tools for the pick'em sites to see if there is a card that we can build. And then we're going to take a look at the bonuses and things that exist tonight, because I'm assuming we've got something on the sportsbook bonus boost department. Now, whether or not we can use them is a different story. But if I head to the Pick'em Optimizer right now, PrizePicks is the first one up. 6 pick card gets to 2% EV. So the 6 best plays that exist today, I would not take on PrizePicks. If we go to Underdog, Underdog doesn't even have a plus EV play. We are at -3. I legitimately thought that said Bronny James. That is Brianna Jones. I look at it, I was like, the fuck is Bronny James playing today? So no dice on Underdog. Sleeper. Best play you have is -1.5. That's -13. Betr. We do have a couple positives, not enough to make it positive. And then finally, Dabble, a site I don't even have money on, only has 1 positive EV play. So right out of the gate, I don't think there's anything valuable at this moment. And this could change at 12:30 and you could find a card. That's the point of Odd Shopper. This is a constantly moving target. But at this moment right now, 12:04 p.m. Eastern Time, there is not a single pick'em card that I believe we can build using Odd Shopper. It's kind of a bummer, but we got to remember, there's 4 baseball games, 2 NFL games. That's basically it. Scattered WNBA options for tomorrow. It's very limited on the sports calendar. We just don't have enough going on. So if I hop back to the portfolio betting tool, when will Odd Shopper add Fliff? I thought we had Fliff. Am I wrong? Right here. I love money. It's right here. So, like, you could just filter that out. I guess not like that, but yeah, it's here. I mean, we're pulling the lines from Fliff at the very least. So it's there. But as we look at bets here, it's thin. So I'm going to hop to FanDuel and I'm going to see what we have for the sports books. Because if we have free plays and boosts, that's our only shot to squeeze anything out of today. So let's see what we have on FanDuel right now. So promos. NFL Profit Boost Reward Stack. All customers get 2 Profit Boost tokens. 50% live, 50% 3-leg same game for either game tonight. Done. 30% same game profit boost WNBA. Yes. I'm going to claim this no sweat token for Thursday. We'll definitely use that later on in the week. But for now, I think we're going to see if we can build a 3-leg same game parlay for tonight. I don't know if this is going to be possible. So let's find out. We're going to go to the parlay builder. We're going to head to FanDuel. We're going to go to the NFL. It's going to have to start with Trevor Lawrence rushing yards, which means we're going to the Bills game. Trevor Lawrence rushing yards. Gabriel Davis receiving yards. Brenton Strange receptions. Those 3 are -1 EV. %50 profit boost gets us to plus 654 on a 16% win rate. 16% win rate at plus 654 does provide 3% expected ROI. So we can take these 3 plays right now on FanDuel and use them to try to succeed a little bit here. We can do max wager $200. Certainly not doing that, but we are squeezing out a little tiny bit of value. So no reason to sleep on it. We're taking a 436 same game parlay, turning it into 654 and giving ourselves a chance to make a little bit of money here. So I'm going to place that card right now. Remember, those are the 3 top plays that you can get in this game to use the boost. Gabe Davis over 38.5 receiving yards. Trevor Lawrence over 15.5 rushing yards. Brenton Strange over 2.5 receptions. It's rare you get a lot of overs in these scenarios. We tend to recommend more unders. There's more value because more people want to bet overs. We get to actually cheer for this tonight. We can watch Gabe Davis and want him to succeed. Trevor Lawrence, Brenton Strange. We could actually cheer for offense. This is a way more fun way to do this. So I love money. I know Greg does tutorials. Do we have one for OddsShopper? I assume yes, trying to learn more. I assume the OddsShopper YouTube channel is loaded up with a playlist of tutorials for it. I can't guarantee that. I assume that they are on the OddsShopper YouTube channel or on oddshopper.com somewhere. Expert videos might help you out here in the education section. That might get you to where you need to be. All right, so we hit our 50% boost. Can we do it for the WNBA as well? It's only 30%. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. I think doing this for the WNBA is going to be impossible. If we go to the WNBA, 3-leg same game parlay. I don't think we're going to be able to find 3 legs that are good enough. Yeah, I think this is going to fail. Because we would need these 3, and that's -7. 30% boost isn't going to dig us out of that. So for right now, the FanDuel WNBA profit boost is dead. I don't think it's usable. We still have one live for the NFL. And, oh, that's the Thursday one. So live isn't going to help us right now. So we've hit all of the things that we could hit. Wait. Oh, that's Thursday again. God, I'm dumb. We've hit everything we can on FanDuel. You know, we got to check DraftKings. But again, we're squeezing all the value we can out of this. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem likely for us. I'm logging into the DK Sportsbook now to see kind of what boosts and bonuses we have for today. If I look at the promos. Oh, no sweat token for Monday Night Football. We can do up to 20. And we can pretty much take whatever we want. So either game, we can actually build out something that might actually work for us here. So let's go to the parlay builder. Let's go to DraftKings. And let's go to the NFL for just tonight. Now, unfortunately for us, there's not a single play on DraftKings that has positive EV. If we take Lions money line, nope, that's next week. Zach Moss receptions, James Cook receiving yards. Like that might be the extent of what we can do here. We might literally not like at negative 0.2% EV. I'm willing to parlay these things together and take a shot, but it's a negative EV. It's a negative 1% play. So let's go to that Bills game. We need Moss receptions, Cook under receiving yards. So that's going to be Moss receptions. Am I stupid? Yeah, I'm in the wrong game. I am stupid. So it's Zach Moss is the first. Now it's got to be. It can't be the Zach Moss line. It's got to be James Cook under receiving yards. Can I do Cook under receiving yards and under receptions? Can we just bet against Cook? Under receptions. Under receiving yards. Plus 120. I mean, it's a terrible play. It should it's next level awful. If we switch James Cook to Gabe Davis over receiving yards, we might get a little bit better of a number here. Yeah, up to 260 now. So we're not really losing anything here. Most that we can do is 20 bones, but I'm willing to take that chance just to use it. No sweat, no risk. So we got that in, but it's not as if there were a lot of additional options out there. My bad, guys. My bad. I cleared my throat. I muted it and I never unmuted. I was talking and talking. I'm looking at Underdog for today. It might be hard, but we can get these three to -4. So that's going to be Chapman bases. I just want to see what it looks like. Harper, total bases. I bet Bryce Harper to homer today, so if I'm going to lose it, he better do it with a dinger. And then Bryce Miller under strikeouts. So those three do give us an 8.5x payout. This is normally 6x. We're getting 8.5x. It's going to be close to neutral, but I will happily take this. Now, I need all three of them. I'm not doing the flex play. It's 3 wins or nothing. But I'm willing to take that chance on coming up with 8x here. So we use the 50% profit boost. I still have 2 more of those that I could use. Today's just not going to be that day. But between the 50 and the 20, this is the situation where you want to really pay attention throughout the day, because there will be times where value shows up, and that's when you can grab it. For right now, though, I don't think we have the ability to get anything else. I kind of think we're at the end of the rope here, folks. Portfolio EV tool, a 5 OS rating on Eckler, a 3 odd shopper rating on Trevor Lawrence rushing yards. Let's just see how we've done on rushing yard props so far this year, because we have the data for you guys. So if we look at the NFL and we look at just total rushing yards, how many 1 odd shopper rating minimum plays have we recommended? So we're 96 and 96 so far for any recommended play, slightly down, but we're getting this at a 3. If we're a little bit more selective, we are up 6% on 66 recommended rushing yard plays so far. If you bet $10 on all of them at this point, you'd be up $44. That's a decent return on your investment. Now, for this Trevor Lawrence play, he's actually the favorite too, which I find interesting. If I set minimum win rate 55, I needed 54. So we'll ignore that. Let's say minimum EV 2. No change. Either way, I think it's something you guys could take a shot on. I'd be certainly interested in the receiving yards for Eckler. If we look at this one just a little bit differently, switch that from rushing yards to receiving yards. How have we done on receiving yard props greater than 1? 6% EV, 193 and 143. But this is showing as a 5 odd shopper rating on Fanatics right now. If we say anything greater than 4, 9.6% EV. We're 78 and 53 on all recommended plays. Austin Eckler, if you're on Fanatics right now, the way that I'm looking at it, if you've just blindly bet the recommended receiving yard plays that have an odd shopper rating of 4 or higher, you'd be up 9.5% in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. So if you're on Fanatics, you should grab this Eckler line. If you're on FanDuel, you should grab this Trevor Lawrence line. After that, it's probably a little thin. We're going to do one last peek at the Pick'em sites just to see if anything popped up. Otherwise, we are going to get on out of here. Paranormal Adventure. Is it worth the price? Yes. Now, obviously, I'm saying that while I do a show on our own channel, but it's the perfect tool if you're just looking to get more volume and EV plays. I mean, you can set it up to basically like trigger those plays automatically if you want to. But we're giving you the EV. And more importantly, we have all of the data here that you can dig in to find out if that particular niche is working. Like, for example, we're up 7.6% on everything we recommended last year in the NBA. We're talking 60,000 recommended bets. You were up 7.5%. Now, let's say all you want to do is just put in bets when you wake up in the morning. You wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, you sit down, and you want to see what's available. So I could sort this down now to all of the recommended plays from the NBA season that we had 12 hours before the game started. We're up to 11% ROI. So and we're not even talking about individual plays. Look at the 3-point props that we recommended. 636 and 447. We returned 22% ROI on just 3-point props last year. If you bet $10 on every single one of them, you were up $2,400 when the season ended. But again, we could even be a little bit more firm with the things we want to recommend. Let's say that we want a minimum of 3 EV on every play, and we want a minimum of a 4 odd shopper rating on every play. Now, this is going to thin it out. But again, you're waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning. You sit down. I want to see what we're recommending. Can I just take it? 12.8% ROI on any NBA play with a 4% or a 4 odd shopper rating or higher, 3 EV or higher. That's 3,500 plays across the entire NBA season. If you put $10 on if you put $1 on every single one of them, you would have been up $456 by the end of that season, including a 27% return on 3-point plays. Our 3-point model last year was amazing. These are the things that you can dig into using Odd Shopper Paranormal Adventure. Unfortunately for us right now, we have no more value to speak of. You can sign up for Odd Shopper using the links in the description. You can sign up for individuals if you click the link for tails at the top. You can get my picks, paid and free, or you can get the picks from plenty of other people. DK DFS is on here now. Certainly don't want to miss him. Sharp guy. Did some shows with him last year. Really fun times. Defy the odds. Sports Injury Central is here. The whole crew of Odd Shopper people, whether it's Ben or Lindy or Isaiah, Aton, Nathan, Danny Burke, Laffy, the boss man himself, Alex Baker, giving you WNBA plays. Matt Gajewski crushing the college streets. Donuts is here. The Gamblers Guild is here, and we're adding more people constantly. Sign up individually for weeks or months, whatever you want, depending on what you're trying to bet on. Maybe you just want plays from somebody. Tails is your answer. Maybe you want to use the Odd Shopper model. Odd Shopper Portfolio EV tool is your answer. Maybe you want them both, and you want to corner the market on everything. That would be my recommendation. No homer on the card today. Eckler, there's nothing out there, man. I bet. Here, I could take a look and see what I bet on. I think I put 2 in. Yeah. So I bet Erod strikeouts. Just out of curiosity, has it moved? So I bet Eduardo Rodriguez strikeouts. Under 1.5 at plus 120. It's now sitting at 110. Yay me. Tristan Casas to homer was plus 630. There's no chance that this line is still sitting at plus 630. Yeah, down to 600 for Casas. And then plus 480 for Bryce Harper. Again, no chance this is sitting out there at 480. Bryce Harper down to 390. So I hit those plays now, but that value's gone and there's just not enough else to grab. Eckler, you want to name, if you have somebody on the tip of your tongue, go for it. But I don't think we have it today. I really don't. We only have 4 options. I'm loading my model quickly just to see if any lines are weird or sitting out there in a way that we don't expect, but it's just that kind of Monday. Do I have any FanDuel value right now? Thoughts on Chapman? Take a look. Yeah, like I don't Very limited value on like Isaac Paredes. Casas still. All right, Chapman. I have Chapman at negative 30% EV at plus 340 on FanDuel. I wouldn't take Matt Chapman unless I were getting 500 today. And that's not even close. Yeah, I don't like that line at all, Echo. So I'm sure we already know how this shakes out, right? We already know where this goes. I tell you it's a terrible play because I think there's massive negative value on it. He homers in his first at bat, and then you have the screenshot in my Discord 30 seconds later. Meanwhile, I sit there thinking, wow, it'd be really cool if I would have won that home run bet. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. I got nothing else. Look, we went 25 minutes. That's honestly like 24 minutes more than I was expecting to get out of this one. Tomorrow, big old baseball slate. Lots to talk about. A lot more WNBA games, too, I believe. But it's just going to be thin for the next couple weeks. When I get out of the gate for NBA, we might be doing 2 hours. It's going to be huge. But for now, guys, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Another Odd Shopper Live in the books.